with all of that being said, let's get into the messy shit, man. Nicki Minaj versus the world. Why is it happening? Is it a rollout? I'm sorry, chat, but I'm about to get into women's business. I'm about to be a messy bitch. I'm about to be a messy bitch. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. We about to get into the mess because I'm here for it. I love Nicki Minaj. I'm from Queens. I love SZA too, clearly. SZA's back here. But hey, this Nicki. I don't care. I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. I'm not a barb. I'm not going to go that far. You know what I mean? I ain't wearing pink wigs and shit. But hey, I love me some Nicki Minaj. And you know what? I'm going to support her because she is the queen, and that's just it. It is what it is. So if you haven't known, if you haven't seen so far, Nicki Minaj has been on the internet recently. She's been on the internet a lot recently, specifically Twitter. And we're going to go to her Twitter to watch a lot of this, but she's been on Twitter a lot recently, you know what I mean? I did some content the other day about her basically going at Rock Nation, going at the Jigga Man. She had a lot to say. We're not going to repeat none of that because that is not my job. I can tell you about it, but if it's something that I don't want to show, I could point you in the direction on where you can find it, and that is going to be what it is. But, you know, she has been going against the Jigga Man, Rock Nation. The CEO of Rock Nation apparently is into some nefarious stuff. I don't know. Who knows? Does this stem from Nicki's relationship with Wayne and Drake and Jay's differences? Could it be stemming from that? I don't know. But Nicki had a lot to say. So we're going to get into this right here. Give a little breakthrough and a background of what has happened. And let's get into the mess. I'm here for the mess. So apparently, Nicki Minaj took to Twitter yesterday. I'm going to give the quick overview. You know what? Let me see. I don't like Instagram, so I don't even want to use Instagram. Let's go to Twitter. Instagram sucks. Instagram, you ain't shit. I hate you guys. Love to post my content there, but hey, I hate you guys. You guys suck as a platform that is friendly for streamers. You suck. All right, so here we go. I know y'all probably confused on what's going on with Nicki and SZA. So here's a more detailed post. Read below. Let's get into the mess. All right, so you got SZA on the right-hand side. You got Nicki Minaj on the left-hand side. New Jersey versus New York. Queens, Southside Jamaica versus wherever the fuck SZA is from New Jersey. I'm a New Yorker, so I don't even care to look that much into the history. Let's go. Nicki Minaj, let's go. So it started first. Basically, Nicki Minaj brought up the man from TDE. His name is Punch. He is an executive for TDE. I know Punch, not personally, obviously, but Punch is somebody that works closely with the artist. Anytime anyone from TDE wants to drop an album, you may see them get disgruntled and be like, hey, man, I want to go on tour, man. I want to put out an album. Punch, where can I do it? It's usually Punch, the guy that they're like tweeting at publicly or like saying something publicly to. Which, if I'm not mistaken, or if I had to guess, I think this is just how their business practice is. Hey, when you're almost ready to drop your music and we might just be waiting on one thing, go to the internet and make it seem like a spectacle. Make it seem like I'm the one holding you guys back. Tell them that I suck and it's up to me to make sure the music comes out so that they can build up, anticipation and all of the things. I've seen it way too many times over the last 15 years. From Schoolboy Q to Absol to Isaiah Rashad to fucking SZA. It happened to everyone except for Kendrick Lamar because, it's fucking Kendrick. That's King Kunta. The man from TDE Punch, who was talking about her on Twitter and how she stayed silent about the entire situation. So this was the first tweet from Nicki Minaj. Y'all remember that man from TDE? Already so shady and funny and messy. Like, she didn't even name, bro. She said, hey, y'all remember that man? This reminds me of the Keke Palmer when they asked her about Future, and she was like, I don't know who that man is. I don't know who that gentleman is looking underneath her glasses. It's like, this is the shade. It's so funny. LOL. Y'all remember that man from TDE who kept bullying me on Twitter for no reason? Question mark. We have receipts. LOL. I never even responded to him. What was his name again, y'all? See, this is why I love Nicki. I love Nicki. Nicki Minaj, I'm a huge fan. You know what? I gotta get some Nicki merch or some shit to put in here. It is only right. I need to get some kind of Nicki Minaj something to be in here. I'm going to give him a nickname. I'm going to call him minus 30 million from now on. I don't know what that means, but let's continue. Let's see what this is about. Justice for Demery. This is something that I'm not about to get into. And she was just trolling and gave him some nicknames. TDE, aka Tiny Dick Executive. Now, you know, this person gave us some backstory on who TDE Punch is. I'll let y'all read this, but I do want to maybe read the tweet in question, which after further investigation, I don't know if he was really bullying her, but, you know, that remains to be seen. Apparently, Nicki took it as bullying. SZA and TDE's Punch, I'm not going to say his whole government. You guys can see it, but clearly I ain't going to say it, have officially parted ways after a long professional relationship. I believe Punch was SZA's manager at one point, which he was a manager for a lot of TDE artists, if they were them ones. SZA announced on Instagram that she is no longer managed by Punch, who is the co-president of Top Dog Entertainment. Top Dog Entertainment, for short, is TDE. The split, described as the end of an era, came after a decade of working together, including the release of SZA's critically acclaimed albums Control and SOS. As you can see, Control is back there, one of my favorite albums of all time, and my favorite SZA album. I honestly, to this day, still haven't listened to SOS, and that's okay. Everything isn't for everybody. SZA emphasized that the separation is amicable. This just seems like a PR move where you're just trying to save face. You don't really fuck with the person that you were doing business with before, but you're like, hey, yo, look, I want to leave this situation in the best way possible, not ruffle any feathers, not burn any bridges, and not ruin any future relationships. This is my way of doing that. Quote, I love Punch deeply. I love Punch deeply. This is me, SZA. I love Punch deeply. No one should be attacking him or being cruel on my behalf. Sometimes people grow apart and that's okay. Which is true. The end of TDE was just like or similar to what happened to Odd Future. I have to agree, my brother. Now, TDE still has some artists that, you know, they're trying to do their thing. I mean, obviously Kendrick left. Schoolboy Q is not releasing music as much as he once was. Absol seemingly had to fucking beg just to get a tour going. J-Rock, I don't know where J-Rock is. J-Rock was the first signee to TDE. He had Kendrick in his video as a jit, as a young nigga, as a YN even. Earl was that guy. Earl Sweatshirt is still and was that guy. Free Earl. Remember the Free Earl movement? That's a fact. So much, without getting too much off topic, so much between that Odd Future collective and the art industry and the art culture is so interconnected because their come up is based off of some like art shit, like some subculture, you know, if you know, kind of come up. But let's keep it going. Absol's so dope. Yeah, nah, that's a fact. Absol is a beast. After seeing Nicki talk about Punch, SZA felt the need to sub her with this tweet. Mercury retrograde. Hey, pause. Mercury retrograde is crazy. Mercury retrograde. Don't take the bait, LOL. Silly goose. SZA tried to come in on some, I'm going to be a nice little, I'm going to skip through the flowers and say something on Twitter that's responding to Nicki, but I'm not going to really direct it to her. That was your fucking first mistake. Nicki is a Queens, Jamaica motherfucking representative. Nicki don't play no shit like that. If she think it's at her doorstep, motherfucker, she's gonna drop that bomb on your ass and bomb first. If she's right or if she's wrong, she's gonna do it. Word to mother. Cause she's from fucking Queens, B. That's just how it goes. Now, I'm gonna skip this because I don't care about any of that. Now, there is no anyway. This further led to Nicki replying to SZA. Here we go. This is where the mess gets fucking messy. We in the middle of the slop right now. We with the pigs. Go draw your freckles back on, Buki. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Sounding like a fucking dead dog. That was her quote tweet directly to what Nicki had to say. And then it led to, a little bit more back and forth. SZA responded, I don't give a fuck about none of that weird shit you popping. I mean, casual shit. So from there, this person gave a little synopsis. But now what I want to go to is go to Nicki Minaj's page. Because, Nicki been tweeting. Nicki been tweeting. Nicki posted this. She said, is that this whole tour or her bro tour? Which is even more funny because that is in relation to the guy that she was dating at the time, Meek Mill. They were lovey-dovey, wubby, googly eyes for each other. She used Drake's line from Back to Back. Is that a world tour or your girl's tour? Where Meek Mill was just seemingly done for. He got to thank God and Drake, the sixth God, that he allowed him to do a song with him again after the fact. Which you got to understand also, we ain't seen Meek come against Drake in this last 20v1 that Drake went against. Rightfully so. Meek Mill said, hey, nigga, y'all niggas try that boy if y'all want to. I done been through that. So Nicki posted this video. Somebody posted on TikTok, the amount of Kendrick fans leaving every time SZA comes on was unreal. Let's see. See people walking down shit. Damn, that does look kind of crazy because it is a stadium. That's like thousands of people at a time. Who knows how early on, and see, this is why content on the internet, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Who knows how early on in the show this was? I mean, it still is not a good look. You see motherfuckers walking out during your set. But who knows if this happened during Kendrick's set. We don't got that side of the story. But for all intensive purposes, W for Nicki Minaj. Because she used the goddamn right content in the right moment. Drop a bomb on that one. Queens up, 1-0. Jersey, you're down. She's been calling her Mizza, too. Well, it looks like Missa took the bait, silly goose. Wasn't she warning about retrograde? Now she's been up all day long on IG leaving comments under people's blogs. I'm hollering, y'all. I'm hollering. And I'm not going to get into the messiness behind like them belittling each other about how they look. And I ain't going to get into that. But I do want to play one thing. Nicki Station Head. So Nicki Minaj has some type of a radio thing. I'm not going to say a station. She does something for Station Head. And obviously, if she was going to go on yesterday after the shit went down, hey, I'm going to talk about your ass. Girl, I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to talk about you, girl. So let's find the best clip of this. And then we can move on. We're going to move on from the girls' mess, the girlies. See, I want to find the right one. Let's see, what's this? Okay, Nicki Minaj discussing SZA on Station Head Part 1. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's run it back. Let's run it back, y'all. Here we go.
Everybody got no motherfucking time for this shit. Okay? Now, I was in my motherfucking meeting, and I ain't know if I had to come out swinging or if bitches was, I didn't know. Bitch.
I just love how Nicki talk. I don't know if people say she's on drugs. I'm not gonna put that on her. If she is, shit, it's her fucking business. I just love her cadence. She talks like she raps.
Tried to be slick. Probably knew I had a meeting with all the alleged stalking they've been up to.
I'm gonna speed this up because I'm not about to sit through all of this malarkey. All this malarkey I'm not sitting through. So we're gonna go on 1.5 speed. We're gonna make it through this 3-minute clip and we're gonna move the fuck on.
Now look, bitch.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta bring that back because that's fucking hilarious. I gotta bring that back because damn. Damn, Nicki.
Probably knew I had a meeting with all the alleged stalking they've been up to. Now look, bitch. I don't know one of your motherfucking songs.
I don't think that's a lie. I feel like Nicki is so insulated she may not. But to be fair, SZA songs get played on the radio shows. Nicki could have been in like a Sprinter van or somewhere. Unless she's directly like taking the aux every time music comes on, or every time she gets in the vehicle, that would be the only way where she doesn't know about it. But you know, to be fair, she says she don't know her songs. Say, I'ma think she don't know her songs.
Not one, bitch. Y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not. Y'all, do y'all want to know something? Yo, like, y'all, I'm not being funny. Like, today, this whole day, I've been on my chill vibe, like, handling my business. You know what I'm saying? And can play with SZA. Les Miserables, bitch. I said, find you some motherfucking else body to play with, bitch. You already played with your own hoe, and we seen how that went, bitch. And you know I don't, you know, surgery shame or body shame. You know I don't even do that. But bitch, I don't know if you fat, obese, chubby, or skinny. You see, and so now I got to call Dr. Now to make me figure out what the fuck has been going on here. Bitch, because what retrograde was you in, ma'am? I mean, you see what happens when you're so thirsty to be stupid and motherfucking corny? I'm saying, bro, so good. So good. Y'all, but I'm not even trying to be funny, y'all.
Alright, it goes on for another minute or so. Nicki not really saying much. Hey, but I am going to be following this story as much as I can because I talked about this last stream. Nicki Minaj got something coming up, y'all. Let's just assume and speculate something's coming out soon. No artist that is super popular, as successful as Nicki is just gonna be picking fights with people. It don't happen. Like it does not happen. You know what I'm saying? Like unless Nicki got, and I'm pretty sure she does, unless she got something coming out, an album. I don't think so. A song, a stream, some product. She's not just gonna be going wild on people in the industry. Cause you know, what that does is, you know, bring attention. You only want attention for the most part when you have some kind of a product coming out. So I'm not putting it past Nicki. She's doing her thing. This is what most people do. Kanye does it all the time. Forgive me. Ye does it all the time. I mean, hey. Let's see what comes of this.